Donald stole my fiancé, but I took back everything she wanted. When I first met Ethan, I thought my life had finally taken the shape I'd always dreamed of. He was kind, ambitious, and promised me a future filled with love and stability. We planned our wedding, picked out a house, and even talked about children. I believed nothing could shake the bond we had. But then came Donald, not a stranger, not an enemy, but my so-called best friend. Donald was the person I confided in, trusted blindly, and treated like family. I had no idea she had been silently competing with me, craving what I had, and plotting behind my back. It started small. She would compliment Ethan too much, laugh a little louder at his jokes, and accidentally show up at places where we were together. I brushed it off, thinking I was being paranoid. But 1 month before our wedding, Ethan sat me down, avoiding my eyes, and shattered my world. "I can't marry you," he whispered. "I'm in love with Donald." The ground beneath me collapsed. My best friend had stolen my fiancé. And just like that, the life I had built turned to ashes. The betrayal. Donald flaunted her victory. She wore Ethan like a trophy, showing him off in front of me, posting pictures on social media with captions dripping in arrogance. "Finally found what I deserve." People whispered behind my back, pitying me, mocking me. I was painted as the abandoned, unlucky woman. But what they didn't know was that I wasn't going to stay broken. If Donald thought she had won, she was mistaken. She didn't just take Ethan. She took my trust, my dignity. And I swore I'd take back everything she ever wanted. The rise. I threw myself into my career. Every ounce of pain became fuel. I worked day and night, built connections, and climbed higher than I ever thought possible. Within 3 years, I was managing a company department Donald once dreamed of working at. Irony struck when Ethan, who quit his stable job to start a business with Donald, ended up broke. Their so-called empire crumbled within a year. By then, I had already secured investments, built partnerships, and bought the exact house Ethan and I once planned to live in before Donald could. The look on her face when she found out I owned it. Priceless. The final blow. Fate wasn't done yet. A high-paying position opened at my company, and guess who applied? Donald. She walked into the interview room, wearing desperation like cheap perfume. Her confidence was gone, her sparkle dimmed. When her eyes met mine across the desk, I could see the exact moment she realized her fate rested in my hands. I didn't humiliate her. I didn't scream or remind her of what she did. I simply smiled and said, "Thank you for coming, but we've decided to move forward with someone else." Her face burned with silent rage, but deep down, she knew. I had taken back everything she wanted. The man, the house, the life, the success. The sweetest revenge. Ethan and Donald's love story didn't last. He left her when she couldn't support his failures, and she was left with nothing but regrets. Me? I built a life so strong, so independent, that no betrayal could break it again. And every time Donald passes by the house she once envied, she sees me on the balcony, smiling not because I needed revenge, but because success was mine, and she could never touch it. Because in the end, the best revenge is not destroying your enemies. It's showing them you never needed them in the first place. Donald's rejection from my company wasn't the last time our paths crossed. Life, in its strange way, kept weaving her into my story, but now, the roles were reversed. The unexpected encounter. Months after that interview, I was invited to a charity gala. It was one of those events where the city's most influential people gathered. I walked in with confidence, my gown shimmering, my name now known in circles Donald once begged to enter. And there she was serving drinks. Donald, the woman who had once bragged about stealing my fiancé, was now working as a waitress at an event I was sponsoring. Her eyes widened when she saw me, her face flushed with humiliation. She quickly looked away, pretending not to notice, but I could feel her shame from across the room. I didn't humiliate her. I didn't need to. Just existing in that moment was enough. The collapse of Ethan. Not long after, news spread about Ethan. He had gotten into debt gambling, poor investments, and reckless spending. He had called Donald for help, but she had nothing left to give. Their so-called perfect love had turned into mutual destruction. Then, one night, I received a call from Ethan himself. "Please, can we meet?" His voice trembled,